in an elite, classy Michelin star metropolitan restaurant. People have occupied some tables while other tables remain empty as everyone gossip and enjoy their meals. A gorgeous young lady is seated with her husband on one of the tables. She carries an enigmatic charm and is extremely elegant in her mannerisms at the table, and with her interaction to her husband, the lady gives her reactions to him, yet she clearly seems disinterested. She glances all across the restaurant whilst her husband talks to her. She gives a few nods to him subjectively. A suave gentleman, dressed smartly carrying his laptop bag, seats himself at a table exactly in front of this young lady. As he occupies his seat, he happens to look at her, and the lady notices him. It's attraction at first sight, and they both hook their looks onto each other. The lady who was disinterested in her hubby's chat has now found something worthwhile in the gentleman, who also has found a catch in the lady. This immediately sparks an uncanny relation between them, and they both start flirting with each other through gestures and their subtle body language. All this while, not even for an instant do they both take their eyes off from each other. It's like they have known each other for years. The young man orders a soup, hardly looking at the waiter, having his gaze fixed onto the lady. The lady, although equally mesmerized by the gentleman's charisma and much wanting to lose herself into him, remains less privileged as she also attends to her husband. She steals glances conveniently whenever she manages to, as she relishes her food. They check each other out bluntly, observe each other's body language, and are enjoying the flirty game. The waiter brings in the soup and serves it to the gentleman. She watches attentively, with his eyes fixed onto hers. He slowly sips the soup and rolls his tongue over his lips ecstatically. She notices that, and then immediately swallows her noodle and smacks her lips twice, sensuously bullseye. The gentleman has earned his cue, and he releases a subtle grin as he feels he has won her. She watches his smile, looks toward her husband and looks back at him, and slightly raises her lips in an affirmative smile. Next, she raises her palm and starts fidgeting with her engagement ring. She does it flashily, sending him a message that she is engaged. He notices that and sulks in a bit. The gentleman's utopian world collapses to harsh reality with a painful, soundless thud that seems visible in his expressions. A sudden change in his countenance discomforts her. The gentleman opens his bag, removes his laptop, and from that point, he gets himself immersed in his work. He makes random calls from his cell phone. He looks at her no more again. This discomforts the lady, and she incessantly tries to gain and grab his attention. But in vain, he continues working on his laptop. Subsequently, the lady drops her handkerchief down on the floor and stretches her arm into the sunbeam that falls on the floor through a window and flashes her wristwatch's reflection over the gentleman's eyes. She has his attention, and he looks at her. She gives him a bold smile. He acknowledges that and grins. She then gets up looking at him, moves her eyes peripherally towards the restrooms, and walks past his table closely. The gentleman, spellbound by the lady, follows her. As he approaches the lady who's leaning against the ladies' room's entrance door, he places himself leaning over to the men's. She already has her eyes on him. The gentleman closely watches her and speaks his mind out. He says, "In another life, I would have liked to know you. I think you are amazingly beautiful." She says, "I should also have liked to know you. In another life, I know nothing about you. But your eyes tell me that you are a man of great passion. I think we could have made beautiful music together, but it can never be. We meet too late, and the world would be against us. All this while, she now has come extremely close to him, and then suddenly she walks away to a table as he watches her, holding hands with her husband. She walks out of the restaurant with her eyes still fixed onto the gentleman. The gentleman watches her leave with her hubby, yet he feels that she definitely would have been his beau just by the way she looked at him. His heart says all that was permitted now was a smile, a look and a polite nod. Good day as she walked away from me. She left smiling. I convinced myself that was a special smile for me. I wondered if destiny would allow me to gaze over her beauty again. Perhaps in another life.